The Bristol Toyota Pace truck is pulled down to the center of the infield. Sportsman division rolls off of 4, 35 laps the distance, and we're underway.
Down into turn number 1, looking for the lead. Cody Tripp goes to the lead as he works down the backstretch.
Cody on the outside sets the pace down into 3. Here comes Morrow back down low. Off the corner they come, and Tripp leads his first lap's trouble up on the front straightaway for the 27 of Nick Wood, and heavy smoke coming from the 54 of Colby Lambert. Something rubbing on that 54. Your points leader in trouble already.
And the chaos has ensued. Yellow flag in the air. Caution.
Something, if that is not something rubbing, that is something leaking. And that is a heartbreaker for your points leader coming into tonight. One of the final 4 on the Everett Auto Parts Triple Crown. You can see the trail around the 3rd mile. This is going to take a couple of minutes, ladies and gentlemen, to throw down some speedy dry and get that taken care of. But man, oh man, what a heartbreaker for Colby.
Yeah, that's a heartbreaker, and that's going to be a little bit of track cleanup time here, as you said.
Signs of smoke, and I'm sure the officials looked at it before he came out. Ready to go, looking for the green. There it is, and we're back underway. Cody Tripp sets the pace down into turn number 1 as they slip and slide up into the corners and down off at turn number 2. Tripp sets the pace into 3 in a battle for second. Here comes Rio down on the inside of Morrow.
It's a parking lot, middle of the pack. They're battling for positions as the dust flies. Lambert going to limp back to the pit side there as he obviously the issues persist. Yes, that's the word.
Silvia 3 low on the inside. Usually he's on the top side of that battle, but this time he's going to the inside. Jimmy Silvia in the 16 looking for the second spot down the back straightaway.
Silvia working the low line here, trying to get around, gets to the second spot. He's past Morrow. Cody Tripp opens up that advantage, works down into 1 and 2.
Cody Tripp looking for his first career win, sets the pace down the back straightaway, a 6-car length advantage over Silvia as they roll down the back straightaway. Morrow sits third, 4 wide through the corner. Mitchell down on the inside. Brightman in the center, 5 wide off the corner. Jeremy Lambert makes the move.
Wow, that is crazy, and the battle continues there. Contact between Pettey and Brightman as they work in turn 2.
Down into 3 and 4 they go. What a move by Lambert. The inside lane was open like Moses parted the Red Sea, and he finds himself up into the 4th spot, leading the Triple Crown Championship chase off at 2.
Down the back stretch, Lambert leads Pettey in the 4th spot and the 5th spot for the Triple Crown. Out front, Cody Tripp continues to navigate around the 3rd mile here as Jim Silvia starts to close in.
3 wide, deep in the pack. Charlie Gardino slideways through the corner, gathers it back in, but look at Serydynski down on the inside. 3 wide, down the back straightaway. Bertram up on the outside. In the middle, as they come off at turn number 4, was the 0-2 of Giacomosi.
Slip, sliding away. They continue to battle. They've worked themselves out single file down the back stretch and into 3 and 4.
Off at turn number 4 they come, and that battle for 3rd is hot and heavy. Jeremy Lambert down to the inside of Colby Lambert as they roll down into turn number 1. Pettey on his tail, Brightman right there behind, and Mitchell continues to close that gap as they roll down the back straightaway.
Into 3 and 4. Tripp continues in that white and black number 23 machine. He leads the way. Silvia runs second. Battle for 3rd continues. It's about to be 3 wide down the backstretch.
Here comes Pettey down on the inside, looking 3 low. The 19 of Robbins waiting for the field to thunder by. Caution flag rolls for the 38, and that just saved, I believe, Jeremy Lambert from Adam Pettey. I don't think I've ever said 5 wide.
I can't think of a time I've heard you say 5 wide, and that was pretty impressive there off 4.
And Jim Silvia to bring the field down. Jeremy Lambert, Cody Morrow, Adam Pettey, Nick Brightman, your first 3 rows as we get ready to come off of turn number 4. Up on the throttle, we're back underway. Down into 1, Tripp picks up right where he left off, but look at Silvia rim ride off of turn number 4.
Silvia loves that high line, and he won a race here last year using it to his advantage. Slip sliding around the 3rd mile. Jim Silvia battling for the lead down in 1 and 2.
Off of turn number 2, Pepe they call him. gets the run on the outside, sets the pace down into turn number 3. Tripp battling back down on the inside, trying to get a run, but can't close the gap down low. Watch the 15 and 57 battling for the 3rd spot. Pettey down to the inside of Lambert off at 2.
Here they go, down into 3 and 4. Silvia has taken over that lead. Tripp going to work the low line, going to try to battle, make his way back to the lead. Jim Silvia continues to lead, 12 laps on the board.
3 wide, deep in the pack. Serydynski working his way up through the field as they come off of turn number 2, right behind the 12 of Doug Benoit. Closes right up on the back bumper of Auntie Crystal. They come off the corner, beating and banging off of 4.
Contact there between Scott and Benoit as they battle mid-pack. Out front, single file, 1 through 5. Adam Pettey up to the 3rd spot over Jeremy Lambert.
Pettey closes right up on the top 2 as they come off the corner, still running side by side at the top of the field as they roll down through turns 1 and 2. Off the corner, Pettey looking for a run down to the inside, settles it back in. They hit 3 and 4. Tripp again gets a good run through 3 and 4 down to the stripe. Pepe again keeping the 16 at the top of the leaderboard.
Here they go, battling in off turn 2. Tripp right there. Here comes Pettey, opens the door. Adam Pettey looking for that move, possibly looking to go 3 wide, waiting for the opportunity.
Off the corner they come, and they hit the stripe. Jim Silvia out front leading the charge. Second is Cody Tripp. Adam Pettey knocking on the door with Lambert. Mitchell, your top 5. Then you've got Crystal Serydynski up into the 6th spot. 7th is a battle between the 05 of Brightman, the 38 of Morrow, the 12 of Benoit, the 22 of Scott Serydynski, and the 2 of Sam Lincoln.
And up front, the battle continues. Halfway home here, 19 laps now on the board. 16 to go as they battle for the lead. Silvia and Tripp up front. Pettey in the catbird seat watching.
Pettey trying to get the run down to the inside of Tripp, but Tripp is able to keep him at bay. They come off of turn number 4, and they continue to run. Virtual dead heat that time at the stripe into 1 and 2. Here they come off the corner. Pettey down to the inside. 3 wide for the lead down into 3. The 16 of Silvia gets away. Pettey with a run down to the inside up to 2nd.
Adam Pettey chasing the Everett's Auto Parts Triple Crown here tonight. He is leading the Triple Crown, but looking for the lead. Here comes the battle with Jim Silvia down into 3.
And while they're fighting for position, Mike Mitchell has worked himself to the outside, looking for some running room. Pettey puts the 57 to the top of the leaderboard. Silvia has not gone away quietly into that good night, continues to work that outside lane.
Here they go, battle for the lead continues. Pettey has it by a nose, off of 4, across the stripe. 23 laps on the board, 12 laps to go.
Dozen more remaining as they come down off of turn number 2, and Mitchell is the man on the move, slides by the 15 of Lambert, takes a look to the outside of the 23 of Tripp. As they come across the stripe, Lambert battles back down on the inside.
Adam Pettey holding the field at bay. Pettey cruises down the backstretch, coming to 10 laps to go here at the stripe. Adam Pettey chasing an Everett's Auto Parts Triple Crown and another victory here in 2025.
Your defending champion setting the pace down off of turn number 2 with Silvia sitting 2nd. The 23 of Tripp, his best run, sitting 3rd. Mitchell and Lambert battling for 4th and 5th, and here comes Hollywood in that 6th spot, closing in the gap on that battle.
Laps continue to wind down. Battle for 2nd now heating up. Mitchell into the picture there, gives a bumper to Tripp. Tripp and Silvia battle off 4.
Lambert still there on the inside. Mitchell might have thought he had it cleared. Now he settles it back down in front. They come off at turn number 2. Silvia and Tripp continue to battle side by side. Here comes Silvia back up top. Tripp back down to the bottom. 28 up on the board as they cross the stripe.
28 on the board, 7 to go here. They work down off turn 2. Adam Pettey leading the way. Silvia in tow. Tripp and Mitchell, they run 1, 2, 3, 4 into turn 3 and 4.
Mitchell looking for some running room down to the inside of Tripp. Tries to get a run. Tripp shuts the door. Trouble for Jeremy Lambert. Slideways down into turn 1. Tries to gather it back in as the field thunders by on the outside. He pulls it down to the infield grass, and that's going to draw the yellow.
Yellow on the Speedway. Jeremy Lambert, another one of our Everett's Auto Parts Triple Crown competitors with issues here. It'll be a 6-lap shootout once we go back green. Adam Pettey.
Go. The Bristol Toyota pace truck pulls down to the infield. We're ready to go off of turn number 4. Silvia looking for a good high run off of turn number 4. Green flag unfurls. We're back underway. Look at Mitchell up on the outside trying to thread the needle, and look at Silvia trying to take that lead away.
How about that? Jim Silvia looking for the lead. 5 laps to go at the stripe. This battle's not over. Jim Silvia takes the high line around Seekonk.
Off at turn number 2. Trouble as Sam Lincoln gets sideways and around down through turns 1 and 2. Caution flag right back out. And that's going to shuffle up the front row. Jim Silvia will bring the field down. Now, Jim loves to race and put on a show. Loves that outside lane. And I'm not talking the second group. I'm talking third and fourth. Ray Lee, Johnny Tripp, and Jimmy Wilkins. What a fantastic career that both of them have had. Off of 4, here we come. 5 laps to go. Green flag unfurls, and 3 wide. Look at Silvia get a run down the back straightaway. Over Pettey down on the inside. They are even Steven in the middle of 3 and 4.
Here we go, off turn number 4. Give the advantage at the stripe to Pettey there. Silvia going to battle back. 4 laps to go. Silvia on the high line as they come off turn 2.
Mike Mitchell looking for third, and all of a sudden Doug Benoit coming to life, looking for a top 5 off of 4. Here they come down to the stripe with 3 laps to go, and it's 62 thousandths of a second difference that time.
Pettey had the advantage that time. They worked down the back stretch. If Silvia wants to do anything, he's got 2 laps to do it. Off turn 4. 2 laps to go. Adam Pettey leads the way over Jim Silvia down into turn 1.
Pettey out front now. Silvia settles into second. Third is Mitchell as they come down the back straightaway. Benoit now looking for a podium run. Takes a look down to the inside of Mitchell. White flag is out. Pettey sets the pace. The battle is going to be for third. Here they come down into 1.
One more time, working down the backstretch. Adam Pettey on his way to an Everett's Auto Parts Triple Crown.
Into 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag high in the air. And Adam Pettey wins the race in the Triple Crown. Jim Silvia in for second. Third is going to go to Mike Mitchell.
4th is going to go to Doug Benoit. 5th to Cody Tripp. 6th to Nick Brightman. 7th was Nick Wood. 8th, Crystal Serydynski. 9th, Scott Serydynski. 10th, Sam Lincoln. 11th, Adam Giacomosi. 12th, John Burcham. 13th, Jeremy Lambert. 14th, Daniel Leach. 15th, Jamie Robbins. 16th was Cody Morrow. 17th, Nate Rio. 18th went to Kanan Schultz. 19th to Justin Lima. 20th to Charlie Gardino. And rounding out the field, in 21st was Colby Lambert. Kevin will make his way down and talk with our podium finishers.
Congratulations on the win. Congratulations on the Everett Auto Parts Triple Crown.
Thank you. Yeah, we needed this. Morale in the shop's been low lately, for sure. Me and my Uncle Dean worked on this thing a lot. Over the last 2 weeks we had off, we spent a lot of time on this thing, so glad to be back here, especially with playoffs coming up. Finally found something that's going.
Tell us about that battle with Jim. He got by you just before that last caution came out. Were you worried at any point?
Oh, that was awesome. I was smiling ear to ear. I didn't even care if he won. I was worried about the Triple Crown. That was the most fun I had in weeks out there. Yeah, I was definitely worried a little bit. He surprised me out there.
You were able to start up in the top 10, so you had a good starting spot tonight, and you bided your time to get to the front of the field. But as you got further and further to the front, it got tougher and tougher to get by these guys.
Yeah, I tend to be impatient, and I told myself tonight I just had to be real patient. So getting by the 15 and the 23, I saw both of them getting loose, so I kind of just took my time, and I knew they'd get worse and worse, and that's what happened, and passed them clean, and it was good.
It's got to feel real good to get back into victory lane after your recent struggles.
Yeah, we've been struggling, so I'm glad we can be here. Playoffs around the corner.
You know you got some people you want to thank.
Yeah, definitely. My Uncle Dean, number one. Like I said, it's me and him in the shop every week. We worked on this thing a ton. You got Chris, you got my dad, you got Mike, Gigi. I'm sure I'm forgetting some other people. I'm sure my grandmother's here, my aunt's here. My fiance for putting up with it. She ain't been too happy the last few weeks with us working on it every day. You got Cape Cod Aggregates, Petty Auto Salvage, Bryan Hill Farms. They all pitch in a ton. So see what we got for playoffs this year, and then next year these guys will all be coming with me, run the late model.
Congratulations. Welcome back to Victory Lane, your 2025 Everett Auto Parts Triple Crown champion, Adam Pettey. Jim, a great run. You gave it everything you had up on the outside.
Yes, absolutely. Threw the kitchen sink at it and everything, but finishing second to Adam is really, really good. And so that's a blessing. But I'm going to dedicate this win here to my Uncle Lenny. My Uncle Lenny's the best guy ever, man. He just passed away Monday or so, but you just can't beat that guy. He's the best. And love you, Uncle Lenny. I call him Sonny. So that one's for you, Sonny.
Last night, your son won the Triple Crown Championship in the Legends race. It almost was like you weren't going to let him have all the glory this week.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I thought I was going to be able to match him, but, you know, hey, what can we do? I'm just happy to be here.
Well, I know you got some people to thank.
Yeah, I want to thank my wife. I want to thank Harmony, my son Jake's better half. She is like my best pit crew ever. And I forgot her the last time when I won, so props for Harmony and all the crew. And Hector. Hector's the new guy over there. Hector, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. So I hope it was a fun show for the fans. And, you know, it was good. I liked getting to work them on the outside. I maybe would have tried the bottom, but I didn't think it would be a good idea.
No, you were having too much fun up top.
Yeah, fun is what it's about.
Congratulations, great run. Jim Silvia in second. Mitchell and Mike, welcome back to the Sportsman division.
Thank you, thank you. I really got to thank Jay Steely, Steve Axton, and Matt and Scott. They're the ones that do all the work on this car. I mean, all I did over the winter on it was just reskin the sides on it, and we've been struggling with it. And Jay called me Thursday, and then he said, I'm not going. And then he called me Saturday morning. He says, you ready to go? I said, sure, I'm going to be there with my nephew anyway. So he ran it a little bit. I took it out, and we finally found something that's working on this. It's kind of like we're going back to what I was running back when I was running full-time in this division, and this car is starting to act like my old car.
Well, that's a scary thing.
Yeah. If we can keep it going like this, I think we'll have a shot. I don't think I had anything for Adam or Pepe, but we were going pretty good. It was much better on the outside. And I also got to know is Sid's View saw me in the pit area, and I says, I hope my fender stays on tonight. And he started laughing. He says, well, I want you to put a show on. Well, I did the best I could, Sid. But I can't say I see you, Frank, but hey, Lenny, I see you, Lenny, and I heard you on the radio.
Congratulations, great run for third place. How about a round of applause for our podium, ladies and gentlemen? Third place to Mike Mitchell, second to Jim.